Oh, this is nice. Air conditioning. Let's run for the coffee. They have a gift shop here, which is nice. Look at that. Cute stuff. Wow, look at the purses. Zante. We call it Zakynthos. We just got off the ship and we're in Zakynthos, Zante. And guess who else shows up here every summer? So these turtles that you see in Zakynthos, they're called Caretta or Loggerhead sea turtles. They've been coming here for thousands of years to lay their eggs, mostly on Lagana Beach and Maherado, which is called Turtle Island. Every summer the females come ashore at night, they dig little nests into the sand and they lay about 100 eggs. Then a few weeks later, the baby turtles hatch and try to make their way into the sea. The mother leaves. As soon as she lays the eggs there, she goes back into the sea and leaves the baby turtles there to hatch. So the little turtles, once they hatch, they head towards the sea. And the ones that make it, they will come back 20 years later and lay their own eggs there. Isn't this cool? So the island, they take this really seriously. There's a marine park, there's volunteers. They come and they mark where the nests are and they keep them safe. So if you ever see one of these, it's a big deal. I don't know, it's one of the beautiful things that I've seen pictures. I don't have time on this trip to go see them, but it looks like it would be an amazing experience. We're heading over to the Church of Agios Dionysios. And honestly, it's one of the most important places on the island. Not just because it's beautiful, but because of who's inside. Let me tell you about Agios Dionysios. He is a patron saint of Zakynthos, and his story is kind of incredible. He was born right here on the island. Came from a wealthy family, but instead of living in a fancy life, he chose to become a monk. Later, he became a bishop, really respected. He was known for being calm, wise, and kind to everyone. But the part of his story that really hits you is that one day a man showed up asking for help. He was terrified. He was hiding because he had just done something really serious. Dionisios took him in, gave him a place to rest, and listened to his story. And then instead of turning him in, he forgave him. The man had hurt someone very close to Dionisios' brother, and still he forgave him. That's why people saw him to be more of than just a religious figure. He showed real human compassion in a moment where most of us wouldn't. His body's still here in the church, and twice a year during the festivals, they take out the casket and so people can come and pay their respect. It's peaceful here, but it also gives you goosebumps if you know the story. Look at this. You see, it's all, the whole thing is done like that. Ceiling and all. Wow. Agios Grigorios, Saint Gregory. This is the icon. This is the Agia Dionysio, and that's the guy, his brother, and he's asking him for forgiveness. Look at these thrones. There's Jesus and the Virgin Mary. There's all bodies in there. Tucked away in the quiet village of Maherado in Zakynthos is a place that holds deep meaning for the locals. It's the Church of Agia Mavra, Saint Mavra. It's not well known to the tourists as much as other spots on the island are, but it carries one of the most powerful stories of strength and devotion, and of course faith. This is the campanario, that's what it's called, where the church bell is way up there. So this church was one of the most, first of all, it's one of the oldest and most beloved churches of Zakynthos. And when I say beloved, I mean the whole village was connected to it. People would come here for weddings, baptisms, name days, everything. Agia Mavra lived here way back in the 3rd century. She and her husband Dionisios were both Christians at the time when it wasn't, let's just say it wasn't accepted to be a Christian. They had only been married a few weeks when they were both arrested because of their faith. I've never seen an icon like that before. They were separated and they were pressured to deny what they believed, but neither of them gave in. And the most heartbreaking part, they were brought back together side by side and they still refused. They supported each other to the very end. And that's why they're honored as saints, for standing strong together, for choosing love and faith over fear. Let's get back to the church now. In 2005, there was a fire here, a really bad one. Most of the building was destroyed and people were devastated. But somehow a few of the icons were saved, including the one of Agia Mavra, and that gave everyone hope. Here's the Bible. Here you can see the icons that were saved from the fire. Incredible. Since then, people have been donating, raising money little by little to rebuild the church, exactly as it was, like down to the last detail. how the planes keep flying in?
Και τώρα της λέω εσύ θα βγεις να μου πεις αν χόρεψα εγώ χασάπικο. Σήκω χόρεψα και εσύ.
This is a party town. This is all up the street is all bars. Hotels for tourists. We didn't get a chance to go see that, but this would be nice to see those turtles. They're the Caretta.
Μπράβο, ώρα να τα εξερευνήσουμε.
Αλλά τώρα μετά το όζο δεν είναι, νομίζω είναι για exercise. This is an Agios Nikolaos. Always Agios Nikolaos by the water, because he's the saint that helps the sailors, right? For the captains, yes. This is a huge platia, eh? This is like huge.
Καλαμάτα, όχι,
Πάμε και πιο μέσα να δούμε τι γίνεται. This place is huge. It kind of reminds me of Maherado or something, I don't know. Yeah.
Places like this.
I wonder what kind, is that like Italian inspired? You think?
Yeah, it was. This is Venetian.
Yeah.
Ήταν μετά η Ιταλία και τις μετρήσεις.
Γεια σας. Καλά. Θα γυρίσουμε.
Σύστρα για το μολύβι.
Yeah, that is cute. Nah. You gotta ask the local, even though she doesn't eat out, she said. They recommended this place. nice. Beautiful setup. That's chicken with mashed potato and corn. This looks so good. Και τρούφα νομίζω. Oh, we're going up there? Okay, I see it. Πες μου ότι θα πάμε πάνω στα σκαλιά τώρα. Okay, we're going here. Μπόχαλη. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is nice. Oh yeah? Oh. Στον κόσμο.
Άμα βρεις κατήφορο πολένα, δεν σε πιάνει κανένας. Ναι. Κάτω από κάτι μόνο.
Wow, ωραίο. Oh, κοίτα τα σίκα.
Ναι, ώστε να γίνουν αυτά όμως.
Τον Αύγουστο,
Ναι.
Ναι.
Φαντάσου να μην ήσουν πίσω και να μην αμμόνοι.
No, δεν θα σ' άφηνα. Ναι. Ναι. This is cool.
He asked me how to spell that. I won't know to spell.
Wow. Yeah. With the portatif.